Joining me on the phone, an absolute favorite of mine, Andy Kindler, for his second appearance. Andy, good morning. How are you?
I can't even believe that I'm coming back. There's been such a buzz, I'm sure.
Oh, it's all over the
town.
internet. It's all over town. They're tweeting it, they're texting it, and some people are even talking about it. You do so many things with Letterman, and the last time we talked, I think we mentioned the fact that you and Dave apparently pretty good friends.
Well, I appreciate you not exaggerating, but, we don't go out on trips together, but that would be good. Or we don't vacation, but the reason why I did the field pieces on the show are all because he wanted me to do it. So it's like it was my dream to be in his show. And in 2005, I did this spot that one of those things where the crowd got me, he got me, everything came together. Well, actually, he'd always been very supportive, but then I started going out and doing these field pieces. So I did I did Super Bowls, I did the Republican National Convention, I did those that's what I'm counting, but I did about 30 of those.
You were virtually a regular there for a while, and I got the distinct impression, I don't think Dave vacations or goes out with anybody. At least that's the impression he gives. But I did get the impression that he does like you, and he really gets your comedy, and he enjoys having you on the show. Do you think you'll get another shot at it before he finally calls it quits?
Well, my manager calls me basically every day and says, is that set ready? Is that set ready? So I am just about to send in another set, hopefully one more time. But I will not be disappointed at all, because I did one last May, too, and this last one, the best part is that I can hear him laughing. Oh, it's the greatest thing during the set. It really is a dream come true. So maybe one more. He'll certainly have the set delivered to him, so we'll see.
We'll keep a good thought. I enjoyed both of those sets that you did with him. The one back in May and the one in January was hilarious. I thought it was very funny. You know, you can hear him on television laughing in the background, and I know that he does enjoy having you on the show, as I certainly enjoy watching you. To me, comedians are fascinating from the standpoint, do you like the stand-up part of what you do? You've been on television. You do Mort, the mortician on Bob's Burgers, and, of course, you were a regular on Everybody Loves Raymond. Of all those things, is stand-up your favorite, or where does that fall in there?
Stand-up is I feel very lucky that I love stand-up. So really, that's the thing I like to do more than anything else. The thing about doing a spot on a TV show, when I first started comedy, that was the hardest thing to do, because when I go on stage, it takes me about 10 minutes just to get warmed up, you know? So the idea of how to do a short set on TV, I think, for me, was always so hard. And that's why I think stand-up is counterintuitive to any other art form in a way, because I've been doing it 30 years, and I feel like except I'm not saying every time I go on stage I kill, as crowds can attest, but you do get better and better at it, and, if you keep at it. And that's what I felt like. I felt like, okay, now I can really, that was a 5-minute set, and both those last two sets were 5 minutes. I couldn't have felt more comfortable. So it's so rewarding to feel that way. But you just can't do that when you start. It just takes a long time.
I guess the process to me is so fascinating from the standpoint that even after 30 years, you can't do what the Eagles can do. When they go on stage, they always have to do Hotel California. But you can't really design a tour, Andy Kindler's greatest jokes.
No.
It's a constant process and a constant evolving situation.
That's definitely the challenge to it, because, sometimes I'll comment that, well, folks, I've done this joke 5 or 6 times already, so I'm tired of it. So the thing is, yeah, definitely, and no one's screaming for me to do my, from the audience, do your bicentennial material. So it definitely is a different kind of, way different art form, and that's why I always, from the beginning, always wanted to be in the moment on stage. So kind of what my style is doing the joke, commenting about the joke, yelling at the crowd for not getting the joke, yelling at myself for writing the joke. That's kind of what I'm on stage. I'm trying to make things different every time I'm on there. And of course, you can't ad-lib for 45 minutes. Although sometimes people think I am. I always feel like I'm in, there's always something going on. And that's the thing that's changed over the years, is that my relationship to how I do stand-up has changed. It's sometimes people, on a bad night, people think, oh, is he doing stand-up? Because I'm very conversational. I don't usually say, and here is the joke, unless I'm doing a vaudevillian-like delivery.
Well, that's one of the things that's so enjoyable about you, is that it becomes a very personal experience listening to your comedy, and a lot of it is very relatable. I really do enjoy it. Of course, I love comics of all kinds, most of them. There's some that you don't like that I kind of agree with you. And you've been very expressive in some of those situations. But just one quick question before we go. Are you ever going to go back on Last Comic Standing? That's the only reality show I ever watched, and I really enjoyed the season you were a judge on there.
It was really fun, and I was concerned that it wouldn't be. But, I'm definitely available. But I think what happened was that they decided to go, I don't know, a different way. Well, I mean, they kind of changed the judges, or they tried to go with maybe higher profile people. But I don't think I'm going to be back on the show. I don't even know if it's on anymore right now.
Yeah, they got a new season coming up, but without pointing fingers or mentioning names, I'm not all that impressed with some of the judges myself. So we could go on and on about that. To me, you are one of the funniest guys around. I think it's a very intimate experience. It's great fun, and I think you'll enjoy yourself. If you go see Andy, you'll laugh hard. And believe me, if you can make somebody laugh, you pretty much got it made as far as I'm concerned. And everybody ought to laugh out loud every single day. Makes life a whole lot better. And that's what comics do for us. And Andy, from my point of view, thank you so much for all the laughs you've given me, because I just love listening to you.
Well, you got me excited about everything now. You were like a positive thinking guru.
I'm much older than you are, Andy. It's a situation where I guess maybe that just comes to you. But to me, life is to be lived in the moment, not just on stage, but every moment is precious. And if you get a chance to laugh out loud every day, I mean, even your body feels better. And to have somebody who can do that for you is a treasure. And I treasure your comedy. I really do enjoy it. And I look forward to seeing you as often as I possibly can. And I'll send a letter to Letterman. I'm sure he'd pay close attention to it.
Beautiful. Thank you so much. I'm psyched.
Hey, Andy, thanks for spending some time with me this morning. I really do appreciate it.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that, man.
Good talking to you, bud.
Good talking to you. Okay, bye-bye.